station clock was leaning toward 8:15. You carried 2 small coffees while I waited by the gate. The platform smelled of cedar and the rails were bright with dew. I had taken trains for years, but none had felt like this with you. We found a seat together on the quiet eastern side. The town moved past the window as the doors began to slide. A schoolyard and a water tower, a field of early green, the kind of simple morning that stays longer than it seems. We were never chasing answers, we were only going through all the hills that stood between us and the life we wanted to choose. On the morning train through Cedar Hills, with the sunlight on the glass, we watched the roofs and rivers and the slower seasons pass. There was nowhere else to hurry, there was nothing left to prove. On the morning train through Cedar Hills, I found my way with you. You opened up the paper, but you never read a line. You drew a little circle round a house for sale outside. We laughed about a garden and a room with painted doors, a place where friends could visit and leave their shoes across the floor. The conductor checked our tickets, then the train began to climb. The city fell behind us, one small building at a time. You rested on my shoulder as the valley opened wide, and every mile of silence brought a calm I could not hide. We had known enough of waiting, we had carried enough doubt. Sometimes life begins by leaving what no longer lets you out. On the morning train through Cedar Hills, with the sunlight on the glass, we watched the roofs and rivers and the slower seasons pass. There was nowhere else to hurry, there was nothing left to prove. On the morning train through Cedar Hills, I found my way. changes need more time. We just watch the world grow brighter as the old tracks carry through. On the morning train through Cedar Hills, I found my life with you. Disappeared beyond a row of pines. You held the empty coffee cups, and I